Mighty.
Of course, like I said in the Alien 3 review, I'm gonna take a look at Predator 2, where it is a sequel, of course, to the 1987 Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, uh, uh, J- Jesse Ventura, and Bill Duke. And this film, we follow. We instead of in the film, unlike the first film where it takes place in the jungle, and it's about like soldiers getting killed one by one, with the last one surviving, that being Arnold. And this time it takes place in Los Angeles, where there's this war where we follow a cop played by Danny Glover, and there was a war zone at the beginning of the film, and with the criminals, and then there are some Jamaicans who are attacking a couple, and then like they're all then were criminals were getting killed by the Predator, but the cops, mainly Danny Glover, was solving what's happening, and then later the Predator kills one of Glover's friends, Danny, and he has to find out who is doing this, and him and the cops went to like a steak factory where they all got killed, but Danny Glover survives and has a 20-minute or more like fight with the Predator. And I don't know what the cult following this movie has, cause the movie has like a 30% around Tomatoes, but I'm pretty sure the film does have some fans. I am pretty sure I'm certain of that. So what are my thoughts on Predator 2? I'll be honest with you, I had a blast. I really thought it was fun. I thought it was bloody, and it was a guilty pleasure. I really enjoyed the film a lot. Like from the beginning, it did. I mean, it opens again with a war zone, like where criminals and cops were shooting at each other and fighting and shooting each other. I thought that was a very awesome way to start the movie. I really enjoyed that scene a lot. And of course, there's this like news reports going on, like hardcore, where they're talking about like the war zone, and then a few minutes later talking about like the murders going on throughout LA, where Jamaicans and some criminals were getting killed by the Predator and getting their skins ripped off. And there are some great kills throughout the film. You don't get to fully see them, because I heard that this movie was apparently almost rated NC-17, but they thankfully got it to make it rated R. So the kills a little sometimes hard to see or getting cut out. Like there's one where this character was attacking. I think he was attacking Danny Glover, but then later that character confronts the Predator. They were like, "Wah!" And then immediately cuts to his decapitated head grabbed by the Predator. Like, that was a weird cut. Like, I don't know if that was intentional or they shot a scene him fighting the Predator and then later the Predator decapitating him, but they had to cut up for being way too violent for a rated R movie. I don't know, and there were too many flashlights in the Bill Paxton train fight with the Predator. Like it was a bit too much. It didn't bother my eyes, but it's up to the people who have a hard time with flashlights in film, because there's a lot of flashlights. And yeah, Bill Paxton gets the record for being killed by the Predator, Alien, and the Terminator. Awesome. Um, but there are some bloody, some, and yeah, also another one where this character gets killed by the Predator, where the Predator takes in like at the top of the roof, like the top of the roof or something like that, and you can see at the bottom some like papers, and you see some little blood, but not a lot. That which is kind of a little sad in my eyes. I was expecting a lot of blood being dropped on the floor, but no, there wasn't. So yeah, I realized I was complaining a lot about the kills and how little tame they are. Even though there are some bloody uh parts in those scenes, but still a little underwhelming. Um, I do like that one Easter egg with the alien, cause there's a point in the film where Danny Glover comes to the place where I guess the Predator lives, and he sees the skulls, and one of the noble ones is a xenomorph, which of course was, I think at that time was an Easter egg, but then later teased confirms that Alien Predator exists in the exact same universe, which turned out to be true in Alien vs Predator. And I really thought the performance of Danny Glover and his character was awesome. I really thought he would make a good protagonist throughout the film, where he is solving like knowing what's going on and who is doing these crimes. I thought that was pretty cool, and of course I gotta talk about the Predator itself, because that's the main part of the film. For the most part, you don't see him physically. I mean, the first film that you don't most well a lot of times you see him physically in the first film, but you see him one part physically, like at the top of a place in LA. But for majority of the film, until he fights Danny Glover, he is like invincible. There was like one cute and weird scene where he was apparently was about to kill a child, but then he realized that the gun was just a toy. I was like, nah, you're good. And I also like how he has some more dialogue, because he says, murder, effort, or crap happens. And then another Predator, at the end of the film, gives a gun to Danny Glover after the City Hunter's death. That's the main Predator 2's name, City Hunter, where he says, where the other Predator says, take it. After giving Danny Glover a gun from 1715. And the voice matches I feel like it fits the characters well. And of course, the fight between Danny Glover and Predator was awesome. It goes for it's a very long fight between each other. I thought that was pretty cool. Where first it took place at a meat factory, then it took place like a hotel, and then it finally took place at where the Predator lives. And later Glover kills him, and then all the other Predators confront him and decided to grab the dead Predator, and I guess send them to where the other Predators that died go to. And then later one of the Predators gives Danny Glover a gun. Like that was an interesting scene, because it wanted you to think that they were gonna kill him, but no, they were not gonna do much with him. But that was an interesting scene. And the Predator designs look awesome, honestly. Of course, the City Hunter Predator looks neat, and the other Predators at the end looks awesome as well. Um, And of course, the soundtrack. Of course, you had the main soundtrack that was in the first film. That was pretty awesome. And also kind of thrilling as well. And yeah, I gotta say, I really had a good time with Predator 2. Though the kill was a little underwhelming, but for the most part, I had a good time with the film. And so what are you guys' thoughts on Predator 2? Let me know in the comments below. And peace out and bye. And stay tuned for more 20th Century Studios reviews.